Cyberpunk 2077, obviously, when that launched, and it was, we've talked about it ad nauseum. When it launched, CD Projekt Red caved to investors. They wanted to release the game early.
Fans too.
They released it early, and the game released in a very bad state. And then ultimately, CD Projekt Red had to double down on locking in, making the game, make it better. And they did. And now, one of the things though that they had to cancel due to the releasing early and in the state it did was the multiplayer. They had to cancel the multiplayer. Well, there's been a lot of talk now about Cyberpunk 2 because that is the working title right now from CD Projekt Red. And interestingly enough, Forbes came out with an article about this, Paul Tassi specifically over there. There's a lot of talk that Cyberpunk 2 is going to have like a Cyberpunk Online, potentially similar to like a GTA Online, which I think is kind of interesting. But one of the things, let's see here. In the article, it states, one thing that keeps coming up are indications that Cyberpunk 2 is going multiplayer, in that it will have a significant multiplayer component this time around, as opposed to the wholly single-player original. This comes from a Cyberpunk 2 CD Projekt Red job listing. What I guess this job listing they are looking for, lead your team to develop and optimize multiplayer systems, including matchmaking, and address challenges related to latency, bandwidth usage, and server performance. That sounds like multiplayer to me.
Yeah.
So more than likely, they are absolutely adding a multiplayer component to Cyberpunk 2, which Cyberpunk 2, Jeff and I were talking about this, I think it was our last episode.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2 apparently is going to be based in a Chicago gone wrong situation. So we're moving away from Night City.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
It's interesting because like with a place like Night City, there's billions of stories to be made there.
Billions. Now, could Night City turn into the multiplayer, or is the multiplayer going to be somewhere completely different?
I still don't think it's going to be multiplayer. I think like full on multiplayer like you want. I still think it's going to be co-op.
So co-op would be cool. I'd be down with co-op. You mean like kind of like multiplayer, like you and your buddies going do bank heists or whatever?
No, I still think it's going to be more like. I still think it's going to be co-op. If they were going to make a multiplayer, I think it would just be its own separate game.
That's interesting. Yeah, maybe. It could have its own like Cyberpunk Online, kind of like what GTA did with like separating GTA and GTA 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
or GTA Online. I think
that would probably be the better thing to do is if probably make the second game co-op, but then release a third game that's just online.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about multiplayer in Cyberpunk?
I'm wondering how it would work, because I'm wondering how they would do it. Because like doing missions and stuff like that, obviously. Sorry, I'm like losing my brains. Hold on. Like, I don't know. My brain's kind of finding it hard to imagine multiplayer for Cyberpunk. Because there's like so much.
Yeah.
Like, especially when going into areas, like, how's that going to work? You're going to have like multiple areas generated at the same time.
Yeah. Especially if it's a place like is as detailed as Night City.
Oh yeah, because like Night City, like
there's so much to do.
There is so much
to do.
So many buildings you go into. When you go into the little computers, they have the little messages. They have their own,
It's got so many like
many
little like. Worlds within the major universe.
Like 15 different ways to take on a mission every time.
Exactly. Like, how would they do missions for multiplayer as well?
And I don't think that they're gonna go like they're not gonna do like there's no. I mean, if they did this, I would be like, yo guys, don't do this. Would be like if they went like try to do like a Call of Duty thing within Cyberpunk maps. That would be a terrible idea. I don't think that's what they're talking about. No. I think they're talking a multiplayer experience where like I don't know if it's like shared world or like how it's hard to imagine after the launch that was Cyberpunk 2077 with all the bugs and the issues, can you imagine an online component of that? How buggy.
Oh no.
That reminds me.
It was such a bad launch, and I'm still surprised to this day it made the amazing comeback that it did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
To the point where they took it off Steam, they took it off PlayStation. The only way you could play it during the first couple months was on Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, this is okay. So Jeff, what I was gonna this is what I was gonna tell both of you here was in the article they're talking about what the job listing states, but then they go on to say the second no surprise reason here is what Cyberpunk no doubt wants to emulate on some level GTA Online. The question is would they be able, like, I just don't, like, the amount of detail in Cyberpunk. I'm not saying that GTA Online's not detailed. I mean, it's unbelievable
for a game that came out in 2013.
It's incredible what they were able to do. But I don't know, man.
That's still wild to think that game came out in 2013.
So I mean, if you're able, I mean, like I said, I mean, the thing is that the difference is you have CD Projekt Red, which I will say they are one of the best studios on the planet.
Oh yeah.
But Rockstar, man, they're just, I don't know, they're just built different with some of this stuff. Like,
yeah, they just
with Red Dead to GTA, like there's something that they've got that I don't know if you want to necessarily try to emulate. I don't know. A Cyberpunk Online, dude, on paper sounds unbelievable.
Now, here's what I think would be cool is, for one, if you're doing multiplayer and co-op, I recommend adding a little feature that is in the Dying Light games. It's called cross progression, multi-progression system.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I love about Dying Light is that if you and your buddy hop on a game at the exact same time and you both, and depending on doesn't matter who's the host, and as long as you two complete those missions together, you are progressing through the story at the exact same time your buddy is.
Yeah.
I think that is an amazing feature. I think that'd be very good. Here's another good idea. Honestly, go what Assassin's Creed Unity did, is just have a multiplayer story. Have a story game that is a multiplayer game at the same time, but don't fail like Assassin's Creed Unity. So I think that would be a cool way to do it. If like you don't need a multiplayer game. I know you guys want to do it. I don't recommend it. I would recommend doing a co-op game. I think that would be a lot better.
I think co-op would be a ton of fun.
I think co-op would be so much fun in Cyberpunk world. And it's one of those games where I wish, like, for example, Skyrim was co-op, or Fallout 4 was
Skyrim
co-op.
had co-op?
No, it
doesn't.
No, we're just
like
saying if it
had.
did. Wait, Jeff, you want to tilt your mic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so...
But yeah, I wish those two games had co-op. There's so many games I wish had co-op.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slept-on feature a lot of times.
It is, because most people just go multiplayer, and I was like, it doesn't work.
Even the couch co-op is slept on, dude. Like, you think about, like, It Takes Two, Split Fiction. These are, like, great games that are great couch co-op games.
That's a game we gotta play, Split Fiction.
Huh?
We gotta play Split Fiction, or
oh yeah, I've played Split Fiction. Oh, I've played both of them. They're both awesome.
Yeah.
I actually think I like It Takes Two a little bit more, but whatever. I mean, like Split Fiction's incredible though. But anyways, okay. So Hard Vegetable says new Cyberpunk. I'm so excited. Co-op sounds complicated. I don't know what sounds complicated about that, since everyone has to make different decisions that change narrative. I mean, that's interesting. I'm wondering if you got to agree on the same things or not.
Yeah, I imagine that's how they do it. If like whoever's talking to them, because like they can either do it how Baldur's Gate does it or how other games do it. Where other games, I don't know any games specifically, but I know in other games where it comes to a vote, like whoever whatever answer has majority vote can pick it. How Baldur's Gate do it is actually how I would like it to do in co-op games, is the person who's talking can make the final decision, but the other players can highlight what they think would be a good idea to say.
That'd be a cool idea. I was thinking like they'd probably like leave it up to the host.
Yeah, that's what most games do. That's what most games do. They either just leave it up to the host who's talking to them without any input from the other players, or they'll have a vote system, or like I said, how Baldur's Gate does it, where they'll there'll be the person who's talking to them, and then the other players who are listening in on the conversation can vote on what they want to say, or like suggest what they want to say.
Yeah.
So I agree. I do see where the complications could come from co-op. Multiplayer online like GTA sounds way too ambitious. It might be. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be interesting if they do a multiplayer. Like I think that they've earned the benefit of the doubt if they did decide to do multiplayer with Cyberpunk 2, for us to at least be like, you know what? These guys have earned our trust in terms of like, they made a game that was buggy as hell,
And
but
still
now it's a
made-
masterpiece.
Yeah.
I like, maybe the multiplayer starts off pretty shaky, but then they're not going to give up on it. They're going to be like, dude, we're going to figure it out.
No,
You know, I don't know.
CG Projekt Red is the type of people who just won't give up
Right.
unless like it's an utter failure.
Yep.
But they usually give it a very good shot and try to make it right.
Thank God they didn't give up on Cyberpunk.
Oh
'cause,
my god, man. Dude, to put in perspective how bad Cyberpunk was when it first came out, the update was the day one update for the game was bigger than the game itself. That's how bad of a situation Cyberpunk was in.
I saw a video. I don't know. You know, Moist Critical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he was playing Cyberpunk, and he literally, sorry, the moment he got a donation where someone was asking if the game was worth it, he was passing by a car and it just flipped out. He's like, "Does this answer your question?"
Yeah.
The timing's
The
incredible.
timing was
In
amazing.
my personal experience with Cyberpunk is I didn't run into a lot of like the game breaking bugs that a lot of people ran into. I was very fortunate. There was one, but I had to just reload my save to the previous mission before the mission started, and it worked fine. It was when it was with the basilisk. It got stuck in the garage. I couldn't take it out.
I actually only ran into like
I didn't run into many.
two like one really minor thing, but one really major thing that wouldn't let me progress, even if I reloaded the save or anything. Because there's the one thing where the intro was starting. You know, when you first meet Jackie.
Yeah.
And they do like the whole intro where you do the montage. During the intro, he was just posing the entire time and looking around. And the second one, where that was like I think I beat Phantom Liberty.
Phantom Liberty is great.
It was amazing.
Incredible.
And there's this one mission where you have to go into a party, but you have to like do something with the mask or something.
You gotta disguise yourself as another person.
Mm-hmm. But the elevator, just no matter what,
Wouldn't work.
It wouldn't open. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't complete the hands mission because of that.
Wow.
But I noticed that recently it seems they fixed that because I was able to finally do it
Yeah, that's good.
when I went into Dogtown.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I love like the ability that they put into that game. Like even with all the bugs that I ran into, I still think it's a very well written story.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. The music too.
Oh my god.
I could glaze the music for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. But question is for you guys. What do you guys think about a Cyberpunk Online situation? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about it. Let's have some real conversations in the comment section down below.